I don't have enough time, says everybody when they're in a state of overwhelm. Everybody says that, man. I just don't have enough time. And you're right. There doesn't seem to be enough time. And there never will be enough time when you're not aware and intentional with the time that you do have. See, tomorrow may not be promised, but right now is a guarantee. When I describe the routine that I have to people, they immediately say, yeah, that works for you, Marsh, but that's not going to work for me, and here's why. And they begin to tell me about their lives. But when I push deeper and I tell them that the routines can be customized to fit their needs, to fit their lifestyle, and I start to show them the gaps where they could be more productive, the real comes out. The yeah buts. Yeah, but having a routine like yours, man, it's like too restrictive. I like my freedom, Marsh. I like the spontaneity of the day. And that's why you're pissed off. That's why you're frustrated. That's why you turn to vices. Too much freedom. You got to think of your life like a sports team. In sports, there's structure. It looks improvised, but it's not. There's also structure and flexibility. So there are plays that are scripted beforehand. They're drawn up. They're practiced over and over again. But see, there's also room to make a play. So there's the play, and then there's making a play. The two things are very different, yet the same. They just want to win. I just want you to win. So the same is true for you. Like that sports team, you got to script your day, a plan to hit the most impactful points in your day. And initially it seems restrictive. Partly it seems restrictive because you have to put some thought into this. Not a lot of thought. Just start with a few things. Okay, it's going to change and take many changes, so you don't need additional research. You don't need to go talk to 10 other people. You don't have to subscribe to different newsletters of the who's who. You don't have to do any of that. Just start and put some effort and some awareness and some intention on just asking yourself, okay, where am I frustrated right now? What do I wish I was better at? I wish I was in better shape. I wish I had a savings plan. I wish that I was more productive at work. I wish that I could get to some creative projects. I want to start a podcast, whatever. And so this turns the wishes into work. And so what you do is you put in a few things that align with your wishes. And it's a simple script. So it seems restrictive because a lot of times people don't analyze, or they try to do too much. And you try to get 10 years worth of missed opportunities. You try to get it all back in 1 week. It's not going to happen. Just cauterize that, man. Start from right now. Just focus on a handful of things, and you're going to realize that it's actually more freeing. It frees up your mental and your physical capacity. And you won't be worrying about a whole bunch of bullshit that you can't control. When you just break it down to just a few things every day. Routines actually create flexibility and freedom. From the outside, you think, what? It does. It seems restrictive from those who are not working a routine. But when you begin to work a routine, it actually creates the flexibility and the freedom. Not having a routine creates chaos and even more stress. And if you think about that, that's so true. If you think about the time that you're just running around, trying to put out fires, trying to just get through a day, you're stressed and you're not making any progress. Year over year, you're like a hamster on a wheel, man. But when you have structure, just a handful of things that you do every single day that contribute to your health, your well-being, your livelihood, and your happiness, which includes some creative aspects, you need a creative outlet, you can hit these points every single day. You think tight, but you play loose. And it's actually more liberating. You don't have to spend your mental energy trying to put out fires, trying to do damage control, and get through the day. Instead, you work a system and you get the very best from the day. And the results take care of themselves. Go back and listen to episodes 841 and 842 that I just put out there. The reason why you're scared of getting cut, getting laid off, having to work your days off, bringing your work home with you at night is because you're working from a place of freedom and not from a place of fracture. Fracture means that you can break these things down into manageable segments and working within that segment for a set time frame before moving on to the next segment. Boom. It eliminates the negotiation. It eliminates the narrative. You're not worried about the results. You just work this segment, and then you go to the next segment. I mean, think about TV episodes. When they film it, they're filming in segments. And then they understand there's a break, and then there's another segment. And before you know it, the whole show is put together, and a bunch of shows put together becomes a season. That's how it's got to be for you. So you break these segments down. You work this time frame, just a handful of things. You do that every single day. This is what's going to bring consistency. This is what creates the momentum and lasting results. It's actually going to give you more time. You end up earning your freedom. You worked a few dominoes every day, and the rest of that just takes care of itself. And it frees you up with not having to try to catch up. You just catch on. You just plod along. And the results catch fire. It'll give you more time. And this is what creates more freedom in your life. Don't knock it until you try it. Just a few things. What are a few things that you can start with every single day that bring you in alignment? Don't try to get it all back at once. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to start at 100 miles an hour. Remember, consistency over intensity. So just a few things in alignment that bring out maximum impact, and you show the world your finest self. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks for sharing today's episode. Share this episode with one other person to help grow the show. Remember, keep it simple, keep it moving, never settle, stay tough. Peace.